Hi everybody, I'm back again. Hopefully this will be part 3, the last part. So this is, I'm sitting where I would sit to scrapbook, and this white shelf that you see my husband built for me, it's like a little L. At the very end is just pens, and my stapler and staples are in that bottom box. It's not labeled. And these are, I have a spice rack over on the wall, and these are actually the bottles that had the spices in them. So I have buttons in them, and they are just organized by color. Real easy for me to just grab and bring to my project. My ribbon is on top there, and they're just in dowels, and it just works well. I just have it by color, and I just clip off, like I just pull what I need and clip off, and then I just use a piece of tape to hold the ribbon in place. I have some smaller ribbon right there that they don't have the holes in the top, so they're just smaller. These are just the flowers, you know, we all get them at Michael's or wherever. It's different colors. Back in the corner is my small ribbon, and then that's like felt. And those jars are actually just candle jars. They're the $5 candles you can get at Walmart. Or $5 out here where I'm at. And I love candles, so I always have candles burning, and it occurred to me one day to just clean out the wax, the leftover wax, and use them. And so that's what I've done. That's just miscellanea flowers, large flowers that I've gotten. And down here is that box Wendy made and gave to me. It's empty. I use it when I go places and I scrap. I'll use it to put items in. These I've already talked about a little bit, but again, I love them. I just keep a bunch of these around. This is a project I was working on. The bottom one has some die cuts from when I cut stuff and don't use it, and it's the wrong size, and they fit perfect on my shelf. This right here, these white flowers are so nice. Again, they're just in one of those glass jars, and those were just in the bridal section in Michael's, like where you would buy stuff to make invitations or whatever, and they were on clearance for like $1, and there was, I think, like 100 in there, and I love them because you can just alter them. So you can just add whatever color you need, and it works out well. My paper glaze happens to be right there too, because I use that quite a bit. And then this is just a candy tin that I got at Christmas, and it was just in like the 75% off, and it had, I don't know, some junky candy in it, and so I just bought the tin, and I think I found it actually for 50 cents. I think they were originally $1, and they were like 50% off, and I got this for 50 cents. So it just has like the current, like these are some pretty brads, that these are just like ones that I happen to be using right now. Just seems I'm drawn to it. So I just leave it like that, and then if I do happen to go anywhere, I can just put the lid on that and throw it in my bag. Up here is my chalk, and this was it was a candle. So that's what I use for my Q-tips. Up on top of the shelf, I just have my flowers. Just up there. I'm a visual person, so I really like having things where I can see them or I forget to use them. These are just these I've just, you know, picked up at Walmart or Michael's, and these are buttons, so they're like eyelids, but they're flat. And then I have my brads, and then just like decorative brads, and there's some flowers back here that are kind of some odd colors that I don't have a lot of. And then this, hold on one second, I'll open it. I got it at Michael's in the jewelry section, and it was on clearance for like cheap. Like, I don't think I spent more than $1.50 on it, and I just put my little bling in it. My little thing that, you know, I always find such hard places to keep, keep these. So that's what's in there. These are Cricut boxes that I've covered. I have 3 that sit right there. And again, that's just like some embellishments. These are like metal letters. And so these Cricut boxes, I love them because I just covered them to match my room. And then this is like metal embellishments, and I'm really not happy with the way this is organized because it's really not organized. But they're just like my metal charms. These I got for a project. Probably eventually I'll find a better way to store this, but for now I just get it down and dig through it. So that sits right here with my remote to my stereo. And then right here, whenever we're working on a sketch, I just print it out and tape it right there. This is my photo trimmer from Creative Memories that I love. I think if you're starting out scrapbooking, one of the first things that you should get is a small photo trimmer, and I really recommend the Creative Memories because it lasts. I've had mine for almost 6 years now, and it has never failed me. Then I just have my cup with all my to-go tools. I don't have a lot of space, so I need things to be little. As far as I don't have a lot of space on the table that I work with. So some of those bigger, like I love the big white Making Memories. It turns and it has all the slots, but it's just too big. Like I would have nowhere to put that. So I just found this little thing at Rite Aid for 50 cents, and it's supposed to be a candle holder, but you can use anything, you know, for these things. So then right here are my trimmers. So these are just right within hand's reach. And then my computer sits right here, and my expression sits right here. Down below, this table was like an end table, you know, like for the living room, and I put my Cricut on top of it, and then down below I always stick the cartridges I'm using. So those happen to be cartridges I'm working with right now. And then that is just a priority mailbox that I got for free at the post office, and I just cut it down and covered it in paper, and then that's just 8.5 by 11 scrap paper that I use to cut things when I just need to make sure a cut is gonna fit. So we did a tip a while back. It was called White Paper Perfection, and that's what that's about. So then right up there I have that is the spice rack that I painted that goes with those spice jars that have my buttons in them, and that just has my stickles. And then my camera, that's my camera case hanging right there. I just keep it in here. And then over here is my Cricut cartridges. So I just cut that out using my Cricut and hung that sign up. And then this is all my cartridges. So these up here are all my font cartridges, and they're alphabetized. And then down here are my light cartridges. And then this is one of those storage boxes. And these have my minis and my solutions. And then the second shelf is my shape cartridges, and those run all the way down to the third shelf. And then I have my classmate cartridges, and then like my Disney cartridges, my, you know, Sesame Street, Hello Kitty, Disney. And then my Cricut Create is right here. And again, it has more of these clear boxes that I used, and then these are white boxes, and my daughters each have a box with their paper and all their stuff. So when I'm working on their albums, I just pull that out. And then at the end right here I have my Creative Memories cup holder, which I just got and love. And then usually what happens is when I'm scrapbooking, I'll pull this, I'll just flip it and turn it so it's right here, and I'll use my Create. It's hooked up to my computer. So I just clip my cords together, and this one hooks to my Expression so I can use my Design Studio, and then this hooks to my Create so I can use my Scales. And then I have my printer cord, and they just tuck right here, so that way when I need to use my Scales, it's right there, and I don't have to go anywhere. So that is my scrapbook room, and I hope you enjoyed. I love to hear comments, and if you have any questions, you can always leave a comment or email, and hopefully we can talk Wendy into doing some of her space soon. So thanks, guys.